Asked Zodwa why she called Themba honey. It is a term of endearment, my darling, Zodwa explained to the granddaughter. And Themba mumbled, after more than 40 years, it is a term of endearment. For the past 2 Mondays, Dr. Thando Sibanda introduced us to the subject of purpose. And we asked, why on earth am I here? Then he presented the tools to perfecting and maximizing your blueprint. Tonight, our resident personal development coach is back to talk about adding value to that gift. Now that we've discovered, or we've given you tools of discovering your gift, he now is going to help you with putting or adding value to that gift. Good evening and welcome to Talk with Rams Live. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We are live on Facebook and live on Instagram, and we post on YouTube. We are Talk with Rams on all platforms. And if you subscribe to YouTube and you take a screenshot of that and send it to us on admin@talkwithrams.com, you qualify for a 50% discount on the book by Dr. Thando Sibanda, The Winning Mindset. Do it now, the discount won't last forever. We hope that you also like our Facebook page and follow us on Instagram. But we thank you for choosing us and we truly appreciate your patronage. Dr. T, good evening to you and good to see you again.
Hey, good evening, my brother. I'm a little bit cold today. Looks like the temperatures have dropped a bit, eh?
They've dropped drastically. It's gonna be cold tomorrow and Wednesday. It will start improving on Thursday. But I know you're gonna warm us up tonight. What's up?
Hey, man, tonight is really great, man. We are building on where we left it last week, but now we're bringing the dimension of saying, well, you need to add value to your gift. That's what we're going to talk about today.
Okay, good. So I just want to understand, Dr. T, because I have heard before that all of us tend to abandon our values. Is that a fact? Our gifts, rather.
Look, certainly a lot of people abandon their gifts, and their talents, or these words are used interchangeably anyway, because they can't earn from them, you see. And so as a result, they don't live a life of purpose and can't find true fulfillment. So I think it is always important to align to align value to your gift so that it can generate value back to you in terms of income. I think that's very important, right?
Okay, now I understand it. Because I don't make money out of it, I then abandon it because I feel like it's more of a burden than it is a gift.
Yeah. And you see, one of the bigger challenges is that sometimes it's a personal decision. Sometimes it's a decision that is imposed by parents and caregivers and guardians as we grow up. They can see you've got a gift of running and they start saying, how much money are you going to make from running? How much money are you going to make from singing? Who's going to listen to your jokes? And so people abandon their special gifts and they get into jobs that don't fulfill them, and that's the challenge.
Okay, let's deconstruct a few things, Dr. T. Firstly, please define gifting for me.
Right. I'll say a gift is something you have no control over. You are born with it, right? You are born with it. It's a natural aptitude or skill, and it's very important to understand that, because a lot of us are born with these unique things that we had nothing to do with. Maybe it's an athletic ability, it's a creative ability, it's an artistic aptitude, it may be general intelligence or mental power. You know, I once saw one guy was playing chess with like 40 people at the same time, you know, and he was calling them checkmates, you know, and you can see, okay, this person has some natural endowments that are supernatural, literally, you know, it's a gift.
Yes.
They were born with it. Yeah, yeah.
I see. How do you link that to purpose?
Look, it is important because remember, a purpose, as we defined it, is the intersection of your talents, passions, skills, and values, right in the middle there. Now, what's most important is that your talent or your gift needs to flow directly into your purpose. Life is fulfilling. Life means something if we feel that it is purposeful. And one way we can do that is if our talents launch us into our purpose, and you know, so that literally your bed has two good sides. You don't wake up on the wrong side, you know, because you're doing something you would rather not be doing. You don't want to go to work to do something you don't want to do with people you don't want to do it with. You know, a lot of lives are in crisis because we are in survival mode and not in purpose mode.
Okay. Then value, what is that? Let's speak to value a bit.
All right, all right. Now, it's important to understand value. If we look at it, value is the amount of money that something is worth. It is the price or cost of something. In fact, value is a fair return in goods, services, you know, for something exchanged. So it's the relative worth, it's the utility or importance of something. That's what value is.
You said earlier, Dr. T, that people use gift and talent interchangeably, but I'm sure they're different. You did define a gift being something I have no control over. How does it differ from talent?
Look, talent is something that you can hone and make better, you know. Yeah, well, a talent can be a gift too, but talent, remember, it's something that can start off rough, looking like charcoal, and it can end up becoming like a diamond in a sense. But both of those things, gift is inherent, but I think the more you develop it, people tend to speak of it as literally talent. You know, it's just another generic word, but it's a very progressive concept, you know. So everyone is born with inherent abilities, you know, that make certain types of tasks preferable to others, you know, and so people then get fulfilled in their careers when they find an environment that allows them to work primarily from their gifts, you know, or primarily from their natural talents. Then that's where fulfillment comes in. Yeah.
I see. I always want to understand these things by way of example. So the ability to sing would be a talent.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes. The ability to sing would be a talent. The ability to act is a talent. You know, the ability to make people laugh, the ability to solve problems. Some people just have got this this digital mind that can literally solve problems. So all of those things are talents or gifts that you are born with, you know, and that's why they are very, 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 very powerful. Yeah, they are very powerful.
Okay. You always speak about us having to do a talent audit. Let's talk about that.
Right. Yes. It is important, Rams, even as we are going to discuss adding value, that people need to know what they carry. Everybody needs to ask themselves, what natural gifting do I have? What flows out of me without too much effort? What is uniquely me? What feedback do I get mostly about my gifting? You know, we all carry that about us. We just have to look intently. Like I said, it's an inward journey. It's not an external thing. It's an inward journey, you know. Beyonce came carrying what she's carrying, you know. Messi carries what he carries, you know, Wade Van Eyck carries what he carries. But all of that, you see, even idols, you know, that whole thing about idols and so you think you can dance, those are all platforms to enable people to really bring out what they carry inside of them. I think that's what makes them wow kind of thing.
I see.
Yeah.
I would also hope, Dr. T, that Messi knows that it's time to rest the talent, but let's not go there. Uh, you know, but after this weekend, he may have to uncarry what he's been carrying for so long. how do
It
you
is
guys?
to go to England.
Yeah, he's messing up the gift now by staying too long. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. You know, winners know when to quit.
Exactly. Dr. T, then let's get to the heart of tonight. How do we
Right.
add value to the gift to maximize effectiveness?
All right. Now, thanks for that question. You see, a, a lot of us, or rather, a lot of people around live frustrated and unfulfilled lives because they don't know how to add value to their gift or their talent. And so as a result, talents are looked down upon, you know, and people abuse their gifts. And I call it abuse because, you know, every gift is supposed to have value added to it. People abuse their gifts by not adding value to them. I'm sure you know a lot of people you went to school with, a lot of colleagues that you know, that were particularly so good at something, but nothing ever became out of it. Maybe the guy today is a teacher or he's an engineer or he's a lawyer or he's running his own business. But you know that had he pursued that gift that he carried either when he was growing up or at some point, they would have been so far and so fulfilled. You know, that's the point about it. You know, so value needs to be added to the gift. You know, and I'm going to speak to that because remember, poverty is not the absence of money, but it is the failure, right, or the inability to speak the language of value in the place of exchange. So there are some things that we need, and I'd like to talk about 6 things that we need to understand about value and gifting.
Well, I'm listening to you.
Okay, lovely. And just out of context, Rams, this is not intrinsic value which every gift comes with, right? But this is assimilated value which you bring to your gift mix. So every gift has got what is called intrinsic value. It's valuable. Whether someone has a gift of making people laugh, it's valuable. You know, that's intrinsic value. But the assimilated value is that which you bring to your gift mix, right? That gives your gift mix the ability to be tradable, the ability to exchange and generate income back. I think the first thing we need to understand is that value is a language. It can be learned and it can be spoken. If you don't add value to your gift, you relegate your gift to ineffectiveness. Remember, where value is not known, abuse is inevitable. You know, a lot of musicians lost their voices because they didn't know how to take care of them. Maybe they drank excessively and bent the whole voice. Maybe someone was an athlete but just didn't know how to take care of their body. They ate too much Big Macs, and totally abused their gifts. So where value is not known, abuse is inevitable. So we need to be able to speak the language of value as far as our gift mix is concerned. That's point number 1, Rams. Secondly, let me give you 2. Right. Every gift or every talent can be transcoded into the value language. So whatever people carry can be translated into value. So you've got the gift, then you've got the value quotient. Those 2 can mix. For example, a speaking gift, someone who's got a gift to speak can put value into it and become a motivator, right? So now, and become an MC, become a facilitator, become a comedian. So now those are platforms where now the gift through value can be monetized. So every gift, I am yet to see one gift that cannot be monetized. Even these guys by the traffic lights, who are throwing these things and doing all this, they are monetizing their gifts because people are giving.
Dr. T, I'm glad you've mentioned those guys. I always look at those guys and I'm thinking, but this is wrong. These guys are artists. These guys
They
are
are
not,
proper
some
artists.
people throwing stuff. They are proper artists. I always look at them and I wish, I could take a few of them and maybe run a business where, people who event managers, especially for children's parties, then out
Right.
come to me for these guys to go and entertain children at parties. They juggle stuff. They're amazing guys, and they're begging for 2 rand on the street corner.
I'm telling you, Rams, what those guys do is amazing. With my PhD, I can't manage. I can't. I look at them. The other day, I was thinking maybe I should get a video camera, drive around the city, and film all of them, and we create a documentary and give them royalties. Believe me, those guys are amazing. So the point is, any gift can be monetized. You see. Singing can be monetized. You become a recording artist, a session vocalist, a concert artist, but the gift itself is the gift of singing or the gift of music. Even activism, you can be monetized. You can become a politician.
Well, yeah, and when they are there, they really monetize it. But let's not digress.
They are properly monetizing it. But see, again, when you go back, these are the guys who are very vocal in class and this and that. So every gift can be monetized. Athletics, the gift is running, right? You can become a Bolt and a Safa Powell, a Kester Semenya, a Wade, a Luvo Manyonga, and any gift can be monetized. I think if people knew that and people understood that, then the issue is saying, well, what do I need to do to monetize my gift? As long as it is a gift, as long as you're not forcing things, there are some people who force things, when they are not gifted in,
Yeah, no. We know them.
I had one guy butcher the national anthem.
We have them in our families. They are there. They sing, they talk a lot, but we know that's not the gift. But they insist on that gift. But Dr. T,
yes,
I can imagine. I mean, from where I sit, that a lot of gifts come slightly raw, and they're probably not ready to be monetized. Am I right?
Oh, absolutely. I have not seen, or rather, the normal way is that the gift always comes in raw form, but it needs to be developed by the incumbent. The moment you realize, I carry this, you need to develop it. You see, because every gift is on a progressive scale, or rather on a progressive platform. For example, if you sing, you can sing better. Run fast, you can run faster. If you act, you can act better. There is always the next dimension that then makes your gift tradable, because gift always comes in raw form. And that is why most of these, for example, these soccer clubs have got academies, right? Where the young people who are particularly gifted in athletics or soccer or whatever it is, and all these clubs, you get in there and your gift gets nurtured and it gets developed to where it is tradable. Some gifts are not developed and therefore they don't get to the tradable zone. And that is what frustrates people, to say, how do I get my gift to the tradable zone? Very, very important. So a gift is progressive.
What do I then need to do personally, Dr. T, to really refine this raw form of gifting that I have?
Right. One of the key things, which is my fourth point here, is that you need to invest time into your gifting. That's how you polish it, and that's how you attach the value sign, so that people can see value, and that value has a rand or a dollar sign to it. One of the challenges is that we don't put enough time into our gift. You find a guy who's particularly good with the guitar, will not put enough time into it to become a master at it. They say when you put time into your gift, Rams, and you give so much to it, then your gift starts giving back to you. Even when you are playing, you start hearing, new tunes and new sounds. Now it's almost like your fingers can think and do their own thing. That only comes as a result of spending time on your gift, of putting that time in to a point where literally, the neural network can just function without necessarily engaging your neocortex. That's the point.
You know, Dr. T, there's a football player, retired now. He's now actually a coach. I watched him play football, and I reckon that he was much more gifted than some of the guys he played with during his time. But he was lazy. He had entitlement. In fact, I'm told he used to tell coaches at his former club that he won't do particular exercises because his father, who was a player in the past, used to tell him those exercises do nothing to develop a player. And the long and short is that he is less celebrated and he did not achieve much compared to the guys of his time. Tebo Homulo is his name. He used to play for Orlando Pirates. He's a gifted footballer, but completely did not put anything into that gift. And he could not monetize it as much as he could have if he had put a little bit more effort. And if I juxtapose that to a guy like Ronaldo, if I put Ronaldo next to Messi, I still believe Messi is more gifted. But the time Ronaldo puts into his gift has made him what he is today. That's why he's the greatest, because he puts enough time and effort and he polishes this gift. Am I hearing you right by saying this?
You have hit it on the head, right on the head. The time you put into your gift helps you to develop a sixth sense in your gift. And that time literally can perfect things. I'm sure you watched even when David Beckham used to play, whenever there was a free kick, outside the zone, he's one guy that could literally bend. He could win big games, but it's because apparently when other guys went home, in Manchester there, he would remain practicing how to bend it like that and do all sorts of different angles. So where others are talented, if you can put in the time, you can actually shine more than those who have a natural inclination in terms of gifting in that area. Putting nothing beats putting time into your gift. It's called doing the hours. You do the hours, and then the hours are going to open up for you.
Yeah, I think you must just stop making the example of David Beckham. Dr. Tia, that guy. But I understand the example because he put time to it. But I don't think he was a gifted footballer. But he made time for what he could do, and he did it very well. I used to argue that guy will never be able to kick a rolling ball. It has to be stationary for him to kick it. But let's not digress, Dr. T. Let's not. Leave me alone on this one. So how do I then package this gift, Dr. T, so that it then becomes valuable, so that I can monetize it? And somebody has already asked, how do I monetize? So how do I package it?
Right. You monetize your gift through, for example, packaging. Packaging your gift is very important, and I'll explain why. That is what makes the difference. An unpackaged gift and a packaged gift are totally different, and they play in different leagues. When you package your gift well, you are putting it into the subconscious mind of people that this particular gift has a certain level of value. That's how your gift becomes a brand, right? And your money comes from how your gift is packaged. And that is why today Black Mambazo is a global brand. I could get a couple of guys together and we can sing in that same style. Believe me, if we got into a festival, they might pay us 300 rand. Yes. But Black Mambazo shows up at the same festival. They are gonna pay right through the bank. They will break the bank, not necessarily because it's a matter of one gift against another, but the weight of the brand. This brand has been packaged so well that just to have them come and stand there, even if they're not having the greatest of days, but just having them there, you will pay properly. You see, that's the point. You have arrived, you have succeeded when you have transcoded your gift into a brand that is embedded in the subconscious mind of people in terms of its value.
The whole world, Dr. T, from east to west, from here in the south to up in the north, will pay these guys even when they don't understand the word of what they're singing, because they package themselves as an amazing brand.
They've packaged themselves properly and globally. You see, they say you have arrived when people know you by your first name. You've built a brand that, people know you by just your first name. You say, my name is Barak, and everyone knows, that's the brand,
On that note, my name is
So
Rams.
Right. My name is Rams, and no one asks questions, Then I have packaged my gift to a point where it is now generating value just even on its own, where even your t-shirt can generate value. And you are not there, it's just your t-shirt or it's your book or whatever it is, or it's your music. It can generate value without you standing in the room. A lot of times we fail in packaging. I've seen good gifts that were packaged badly and they did not get the value. And I've also seen terrible gifts that were packaged very well and they got the value. So packaging your gift is a very critical part of moving the whole machine forward.
Wow. So is a gift manageable? Could I manage this gift so that then once I've packaged it well, could I manage it to a point that it really becomes my bread and butter?
In fact, managing your gift, Rams, is probably one of the most critical things that can ever be done. Remember, your gift needs to have longevity and effectiveness. But your gift is not you. The man is not his gift. The woman is not her gift. No, the gift is different from you. I read somewhere where it says a man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men, right? So your gift is different from you, and it's your gift that makes room for you, but you are the one who carries your gift. You are the one who's got to manage your gift. If you manage your gift well, you give it longevity, you give it value, you give it effectiveness. So you are the managing partner of your gift. And it's incumbent to take responsibility for the longevity of the gift. That is why I'm saying, look, if your gift is in your body, guess what? Rest your body. Don't overrun it to a point where now you end up having to take substances to keep going. Just because there's a demand on the gift, you need to be selfish with your gift in terms of how you manage it for longevity, right? So again, exercise. If your gift is body-based, exercise the body. Treat your throat well. Drink the warm water and the lemon and the honey. It will not harm you. Don't say, no, I'm a man, I can drink whatever hot stuff I want. No, you are killing your gift. You are cutting short the existence of your gift. I heard one man saying, someone posted online and said, well, people say men smoke cigarettes, real men smoke mosquito coil. I said, you see, you cannot do that if you want to allocate your gift. leave mosquito coil alone.
An author I respect very much, Dr. Sibanda, was once asked, how do you become a great writer? And he said, I read a lot. And I'm hearing that in what you're saying, Dr. T, that if you want to become a writer, then understand writing, read other writing, and become a better writer through reading.
Oh, absolutely. That helps to manage your gift. That helps you to preserve your gift. That helps you to add value to your gift. Remember, managing your gift is about giving it relevance, giving it freshness. It's about being able to pivot it as times change, And so, but that's a responsibility of the carrier of the gift. It's not a responsibility of everyone else around, that's why I'm saying you've got to be selfish with your gift. If it's time to develop your gift, put the time in, Yes, have time with others, but take time aside on yourself to really take care of this thing, because this thing will take care of you. That's the point about gifting, Reps.
Does it show itself better, Dr. T? I mean, I'm now thinking there's somebody who works at a corporate as a financial manager. I find it easy to make examples of writers, of artists, of sports people, and people like that. I'm battling to think about, could somebody be born with a healing gift and they can then monetize it?
Yes, absolutely. Some people are born with that gift. They monetize it, they become doctors, and doctors can be in different types of strength.
Yes.
Some are traditional doctors, some are medical doctors, but the gift there and the passion is to help people, but the gift is to understand that world of medicine. I mean, up till today, I still don't understand how our forefathers could look at a tree and understand that this tree will help you, clean your tummy. This will help you do this. I mean, it's a gift. I don't see how else, without labs and stuff like that, that they could understand that, take a trainer, take cacti or this and that, it will do amazing things for you. Today, Western science is proving what our African fathers have known for. But how did they know that? It's a gift.
Yeah. Except that the other guys then went to package it and managed it and monetized it.
And they sell it to us.
They sell it back to us, Dr. T. They call it pharmacology. When we know it's from somewhere in some mountain or in the bush, now they are pharmacists, and they put it in a white box with a leaflet inside. And
my God. And they brand it. And we pay for the brand.
So I got it. Dr. T. I don't feel that. I feel like we're not done. Although I believe you gave the building blocks really of how to make your gift valuable and make you an income if you are so inclined. One of my friends who's also with us on Instagram, Tammy Banda, who's also one of the coaches, I think he's one of the guys who's really monetized what he's given. He does customer service in a way that I think he did not even go to school for it, but he understands how to make a customer valuable, and he uses that to make the customer buy his product, and therefore he makes his own money. But that's part one. What are we going to do? Because I think we should be doing part two. What are we going to do next week on this one?
Man, next week is going to be amazing. Next week, we're going to talk about the 6 critical types of people you need to advance your gift. Every gift needs helpers. We call them gift helpers or destiny helpers. So I'm going to talk about the types of people that you need for your gift to hit prime time. Remember, every gift must hit prime time. It must be brought to its ultimate conclusion. We're going to look at that process. Who do you need, where, and why are they important to your gift mix?
2 of our top followers on Facebook make very interesting comments, and I'm going to read them. Homotso Machila says, I still maintain that this mindset topic should be part of the school curriculum. And then Tsepo Liketi adds, Dr. Thando Sibanda should be part of rewriting our curriculum. And many people agree with that. And I do agree with that, Dr. T.
Thank you.
That is your gift, and it should be used to make all of us better. And I think that we should encourage our the other guys who've monetized their activism to bring you in so that you can help us to make our children better in knowing their gifting. Wonderful session tonight, Dr. T. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I've really enjoyed it, my brother. Thank you so much.
It's been amazing. It's been amazing. I love it. So tomorrow is Opportunity Tuesday. Somebody who's managed to monetize their gift, they understand the value of their gift, and they're going to be sharing it with us. There's always 2 guests, a quickie and somebody with an opportunity. Do not miss it. As usual, 7:30 p.m. I need to warn you, by the way, that we're going to do one last game changer this Thursday before we change that feature completely, because that feature has taken on a new life of its own. Freddie and I are battling with what to name that feature going forward with Kandani Msibi, hopefully with another guest. We look forward to next Thursday to come back with Kandani and talk the rough politics of radical economic transformation. But from me, Rems Mabote, good night and God bless.